This is the Minigo e-bike, and this is Los Angeles' steepest street. Today we're going to give it a go. Right about now, it gets a little bit rough right here. And along the way, we're also going to join Los Angeles' biggest bike ride out of the year.
Can I try it?
Yeah, you're welcome to, yeah. So here we are at the steepest street in Los Angeles. The question is, did I ride this bike up here? Did I throttle it up here? Did I push it up here? You shall find out soon. And according to my GPS, taking Interstate 405 is the quickest way to get there. So we'll see how this goes. All right, I guess we are on Interstate 405 currently. Going faster than traffic. We should probably just lane split all the way there. All right, enough of that nonsense. We got pedals on this thing, bro. It's an all-electric bicycle with turn signals. This bike is ridiculously fast. And it's so unsuspecting, just the size of it, so small, man. It's like the ultimate little traffic hack, bro. It's fast enough to pass the Prius, and completely silent. Never have to refill it at the gas station. If you're looking for a small electric bike, this has got to be one of the best bang for the bucks out there. And with all the batteries on it, dude. We'll see where we end up on range, but I am not worried. So some of these e-bikes, apparently, if you run them like real hard for a long time like this, they'll end up overheating if you push them for too long. This one just has so much battery and such a big direct drive motor. Not even warm to the touch. Right, getting pretty close to our destination here. Let's check our average speeds. Took us 30 minutes to cover 12 miles, averaging 23 miles an hour so far. This is gonna be like the fastest I've ever got over here, including being in a car. And the chaos begins once we get down here. All right, so here we are, joining in, headed towards downtown. We're gonna make our way over to Chinatown and a few other stops. You know, one of the things I'm noticing riding this bike is I think I actually feel possibly more comfortable riding this thing on the actual highway than riding with other e-bikes. It's just so fast. Well, hey, there goes some e-motos in the ride. Man, I don't know if you guys ride in like cities at all, but it's just such a cool feeling going through like basically corridors of skyscrapers, especially on a sunny day with like all the sun reflecting around, and of course when the temperature is nice. I think if there's one point I could make about this bike, if you're looking for something that is under the radar, extremely fast, and extremely long range at an affordable price, that's basically exactly what the Minigo is. Now, is it lightweight? Definitely not with all these batteries. Got the Suron pumping wheelies. But of course, if you're looking for a bike to pedal, this is absolutely a horrible choice. There's one gear and the thing weighs way too much. It's a vibe, man. I love riding down here though. All right, looks like we have a few options here. Chinatown, Westlake, Little Tokyo, Boyle Heights. That didn't take long. Welcome to Chinatown. See little dragons up there, or should I say big dragons. Man, I gotta tell you, honestly, doing this ride is almost a little annoying, like how slow every other bike is going around here. I really just want to get back out on the highway. I think I'm just gonna abandon this, take a different route. Let's go take it over to the steepest hill in Los Angeles. Yeah, dude, this thing has absolutely no business riding around other bikes, or even e-bikes for that matter, for the most part. It's like a lot of the bikes I review on this channel, they'll top out at like, you know, 35, maybe 40. This one will just cruise so easily, mid-30s, 40 miles an hour all day long. This thing does not want to go slow. It's like taking a Lamborghini and driving it around rush hour traffic. Part of me wants to drain this battery down to zero one day, but I don't think there's really any amount of riding you could do in one day that would actually get this battery to zero. All right, bros, here we are rolling up on Eldridge Street, which is the steepest street in Los Angeles, third steepest street in America. And rolling in here, let's see where we are on some numbers. So it says 79.7 volts, and we do have the, I believe, 50 amp hour battery pack in there, plus the bonus one here on top. So just crazy numbers. Took us an hour and 15 minutes, including trickling through the Ciclavia route. averaging almost 18 miles an hour, and we're at 22 miles right now. Now, this is not a torquey kind of bike, but I'm just curious, can it climb this hill or not? Let's go give it a go. I'm not even gonna give it full throttle rolling in. So just kind of rolling in at about 30 here. I weigh 200 pounds, and we'll give it full throttle right about now. It gets a little bit rough right here. And let's see if we can make it up. So the direct drives, you know, they're not torque monsters per se, but it's pulling me up, pulling me up, pulling me up, pulling me up. And I can feel it starting to kind of give out here. We're really cranking 5,000 watts into it. I just want to let off so we don't burn up the motor. It's still going. Maybe I can pedal a little bit. Yeah, we'll just pedal a little bit. I wonder if it's gonna like overheat or anything. I think it would have stopped if I didn't help it just a little bit, but that's where these pedals actually do come in handy. Give you just a little bit of torque where you need it on the speed motor. There's your results. We made it, bro, with a bit of help. GoPros always flatten out these hills, but rest assured, this is an extremely steep hill. Now, really, if you want to be doing a lot of extremely steep hill climbs, you really want the King Goat, because that's going to give you the torque with that mid motor, the mid drive with the power sent through the chain. Hub drives are just not, you know, the king of climbing. They can do it. Some better than others. I cannot wait for the torque update on the King Goat. That'll be coming very soon. But the King Goat would have absolutely no trouble doing this from a dig. I'm positive of that. Let's go ahead and try it on the Mini Goat. So full throttle, pedal assist 5, ready, go! So basically just pumping 5,000 watts into this motor at a really low rotational speed. It's not ideal at all, but it's doing it. It's doing it. And then this hill actually gets steeper and steeper kind of as we go here. And I can just tell, like, oh man, it just feels painful doing this to this motor. And I just feel like it's gonna give out right when it gets to about here. So just put in a little bit of Newton meters of my own, that down low torque from the good old fashioned legs. Assist the Mini Goat. What if I let up? Yeah, it'll just come to a stop if I stop pedaling though. With a 200-pound rider. I could have kept pedaling like last time, but we already did that, right? Let's go explore some more. Now, whether you're on the King Goat or the Mini Goat, both of these bikes have absolutely fantastic brakes, which is really, really, really what you need if you're gonna be going 50 miles an hour on an e-bike. 50 miles an hour period, man. You wanna be able to bring that, you wanna be able to tame that speed. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses for the Mini Goat, but if there was less weight on this bike, it might actually be able to do it. Say a lighter rider, or maybe not this extra battery or a smaller battery pack, because there are battery options for this bike. I have the absolute maximum amount of battery and 200 pounds on top of that with my body weight. So really, you know, your performance in terms of top speed, acceleration, and hill climbing is always going to be dependent on weight, which is largely due to the differences is going to be, you know, the battery that you have and the rider. Where this bike excels is high-speed cruising, and boy does it excel at that. Basically, the bottom line is, as long as you don't have to climb the steepest street in America, you're probably going to be all right. I can't even tell you how good it feels riding out here in October. Nice breeze, sunshine, some greenery, freedom, baby. This guy is moving over, letting me go by. Right on, man. He respects the Mini Goat. I mean, I think that says something about your e-bike if you're rolling up on a car and he's flagging you past. You know, man, there's a couple improvements I would like on this bike. If I could have a couple improvements, it would be the suspension from the King Goat, because the King Goat has that linkage on there, makes it a little bit more soft. I honestly spent 20 minutes last night trying to decide if I wanted to ride the Mini Goat or the King Goat on this ride. I chose this one because I did not want any range anxiety, but the suspension on the King Goat and the size of the King Goat fits me just a little better. It's a bigger bike with softer suspension on the rear. And then also, there was a seat upgrade for the Mini Goat. So I was looking on the website for Goat, and I was like, man, I wish I had that seat upgrade. Not that this one's bad, but you know, if you're gonna be on a bike all day long, there's really not any there's no reason why not to have like the most comfortable possible setup you could have. And if there is a seat upgrade, why not grab it, bro? So I wish I had that. And the Kingo, you know, this is a little higher off the ground, so I don't know. I just stand up at the stop signs here. All right, just like that, we're joining right back up with Ciclovia, downtown LA. We're basically at the very end of the route here. Oh, one other improvement I would like to see on this bike is the pedal assist level. So I switched it to 5 low with the pedal assist. But if you have it on 5, it's almost like an on-off switch. So you don't have a lot of control of the throttle. It's basically either 5 kilowatts or nothing. But if you put it on pedal assist 1, you get less power. These dudes are just out here jamming. Oh shoot, I didn't know we were doing the 6th Street Bridge. Here we are. It's a pretty cool view here. Just one of those places that's got like all the hype about it in LA. I always see like high speed runs done here. Technically, I think this way seems to be downhill, but the wind blows this way, so kind of cancels out to some degree. I feel like we just really got to get out of this bike route though. This is so inhibitive of speed. I don't think I ever noticed, but some of these arches are actually different height. You can see this one coming up here is taller, then there's a shorter one and a taller one. I'm kind of surprised there's not somebody like riding up on top of these arches with all the people out here. They totally have like all of Skid Row blocked off. Let's take a little detour and rip through Skid Row. Hopefully we don't get a flat out here, bro. Why didn't they take the route through here, man? Little tour of what's happening over here. Same old, essentially. Got a little bit of boxes of garbage on the trash all over on the sidewalk. I don't want to sit here, bro. I'm going through this light. Oh my god, this little bump right there. Yeah, more tents and same old, essentially. Wow, I think it's actually gotten a little bit crazier here, man. It's looking a little bit more rough than last time I was here. I do not like stopping. I don't like stopping when I'm here, man. At least we're on a fast bike though. We need to get out of here. Let's take a quick detour down this road. I don't feel safe going down these roads, bro. It's like you just don't know what's going on over here. Yeah, we gotta get out of here, bro. Check it out. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little look at these bikes, but you can just guarantee this is all stolen bikes right here. Check it out. All like, that was like 20 stolen bikes right there, probably. So sketchy seeing like all these people like crossing the road. You don't know if they're coming for you or what. Pop down this quick road close. Yeah, this will lead us back into the route. There's a car with a lot of tents on it, tarps on it. All right, we're back in the group ride. It's really crazy like how they keep that all confined basically just to like a few blocks, and like I don't know, everything is just like back to normal.
How big is the battery, I guess?
Insane. It's got a 50 amp hour battery down there, and then another 20 on top of that.
Wait,
yeah.
It has a 50 and a 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's yeah, it's like insane. I think you could like
so
legit.
You're never supposed to charge this thing.
Basically, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, you could legit do
work?
like.
Does this start engine button work?
It turns the battery on and off for like the second one. Yeah.
It just looks cool, huh?
Yeah, if you want to try, you can, dude.
Is it for like a giant like you? Oh my god, this is so low.
Yeah, it's pretty small. I was debating riding that one or the Kingo today.
It has all the range. So no range anxiety.
Yeah.
How fast is it?
50.
Oh yes, you can go fast.
A little over 50. Yeah, it loves going about like, 40, 45. It's so hard to like even like be in this ride. I just like left and I went over like the Eldridge Street and did that.
Oh,
and then
that's what I was wondering. I was like, does this ride go over to like Mariachi Square? It doesn't. You just did your own thing.
Like, dude, I took it on the 405 for a little bit on the way here.
No, you did it.
Yeah.
You bullshit.
Just like a little.
Did?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? You took it on a 405, you maniac.
Just for a little stretch, why not?
Just for like one off ramp?
Like Culver City to like whatever the next exit is. Yeah, just
That is insane.
it's like a half
Were
mile.
people looking at you like this maniac?
I wasn't looking in the window, so I don't, probably, who knows. I was just looking out for myself. What do you think, man?
I wasn't a fan of it at first, but man, it kind of grows on you a little bit.
Yeah,
The
man.
direct drive mode, because it doesn't have that snappy doing wheelie off the line,
Right.
but it builds.
Yeah.
I went on the road over there. I got up to 46.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I turned it up to 46. So
I mean,
it gets there. It gets there.
Mini Goat's pretty similar to that, really, right? The Onyx.
Right.
Does this have pedal assist?
I mean,
Same as this?
it's got pedals, but like,
Just for
It's really
decoration?
small.
pretty much the only thing I've ever used the pedals for on this is to like, at the top of Eldridge Street, it needed a little bit more power and torque to get to the top of the steepest street here in LA. That's pretty much all they're good for.
Can I try it?
Yeah, you're welcome to, yeah. That should actually be like,
It's more your size anyway.
yeah, this is like probably like way more like perfect for you than anybody. You said you're 5'3" roughly?
5'3.5", 5'3", and 3/4.
Now, I know you're used to the high power, but just be careful. Like once you put on pedal assist 1, if you start rotating the pedals or turn the throttle, it'll give you power, and then it's not going to give you any power. It's on 0 right now.
Okay.
But like once you put it to 1 by pressing that button, then it'll give you power. So I would just keep a finger on the brake I would say, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
How does it fit you, like size
Oh,
wise?
it's perfect.
How'd it feel?
It feels nice.
You did?
Okay, yeah.
That suspension feels good, huh? Like when you bounce, yeah, you go over stuff. Let me know when you're reviewing something that's kind of like more my speed, because I like fast bikes that are kind of like double crown.
All right, we're gonna zoom this thing all the way home, bros. Dude, I'm telling you, bikes are the only way in Los Angeles. Look at this gridlock traffic, and we just zooming, bro. I can't even tell you how satisfying it is just cruising past every freaking car stopped in gridlock all day long. Dude, I've just had this throttle pinned for so long. Going into headwind, ocean breeze back home. All right, bro, just rolling back into the neighborhood. Let's take a look at range in a minute. If you do want to buy a Mini Goat, I have a discount link down below this video. It'll save you money on your order and also help support my reviews on this channel if you don't already have one. I know a lot of people have bought this bike because it is pretty darn awesome, but let's see. So yeah, we got out there and did a lot of things today. Tried the steepest street in LA. We saw Ron downtown, joined up with Ciclavia, and we covered how many miles? 46.67 miles, averaging 17.62. We were out there for 2 hours and 40 minutes essentially, and now we are just hitting the 50% mark, showing 49% here, 71.9 volts on this absolute unit of a battery pack. Mini Goat, there's a reason why I chose this bike for today's ride. I mean, it's just an absolute blast to ride. It gets basically as much range as you could ever possibly want to go out and go for a ride, in my opinion. And it's just it's a joy to ride, bro. So if you want to grab one, grab one. However, if this is not the kind of e-bike for you, watch this video, bro. Catch you over there.